fought over inches. It means the world to both of these teams to have a chance to swing at Vitality tomorrow. If Fort Worth is to have its Cinderella story, ladies and gentlemen, it starts now!
To see Astralis and GamerLegion. They're going in for the rematch, and Astralis not wasting a second. It's going to be the full B attack straight up. A lot of CTs here waiting. Towson with the first and the stoppage, but immediately 2 trades back. Now we're into the thick of it. They don't have short control. They want to make sure they can get this bomb planted. An extra kill could ensure that. Maybe they go down all eliminations. Only Rez left standing.
Bombs off the site as well.
They
Push
can just
towards
leave to
graffiti.
A.
Yeah, it's gone, right? Hooksy's not going to waste a second here. Sees the bigger picture. And Rez, I mean, go ahead. Find your kills right here, right now. Maybe the chase is on. A little bit labored for the first one. Still has a bit of a chance. Bit of a duel. Again, it's a long run all the way up. And I love that Hooksy comes back down to
yeah.
fight.
I mean, there's no way for Rez to do anything except go this direction. He wants to get this kill, but he's playing it so slowly, there's almost no chance he can win. First duel gets taken down, and now, oh my goodness,
brother.
No way.
Run.
11 HP, he can make it to the site. It's a 10-second defuse.
Run for the hills. Run for the
it's
deep.
planted right
It's
there.
right there.
Oh, Hooksy, you could have just played time.
Down to the final seconds, and Rez is gonna pull this one off, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh, that is robbery in broad daylight.
Classic.
Ooh.
Out of the gate, Mo.
There is no excuse for taking that fight. I mean, he doesn't even know you're there waiting for him.
It just feels like he wanted to be a nice guy, to be
Yeah.
a good teammate, to come down and try to fight in the trenches with the troops, right? No one respects a leader that hides in the background. But Hooksy puts his head on a silver platter, Rez feasts, and that's a pistol for GamerLegion to kick off the CT side.
And the plan is literally as close to him as possible. And that's how Rez will pick that one up. So, I mean, there's a lot that comes into this rematch because Astralis pieced him up the last time around. Single-digit losses on both maps. And GamerLegion, so far we've seen them this event, actually pretty impressive.
You know, Snacks right then in the pregame interview saying that we just weren't ready yet for that last matchup. They've got the practice, they've got the reps in.
It's an open B site again, actually. No one on short either. Bomb's coming in a little slow, but it looks like it'll get planted.
Yeah, we've got 4 sets of
No
feet
utility?
on this bomb site.
Wow.
Little pocket, though, for Towson to still play within. Fire nor the smoke really affects him on this one, so he'll find Hooksy trying to exit the site. Flash to try to get the retake going on his terms. Trade frags found by Rez. Stairs got the rebuttal back off of the pistol, and now this MAC-10 makes that graffiti push a bit of a troublesome situation. Still, the kills come through. Stairs missed deagle shots, drop him to 77, and he's got a quick reposition, but we've already got Hypex's hands on the bomb. Take note, no kit. Won't be a problem. They've got it in spades. It's a second defuse here from GamerLegion consecutive.
Yeah, I mean, scoring the plant's one thing. I think there definitely was a spot where a little bit more utility would have guaranteed that situation, but they had a big flank coming in. They moved pretty quickly. They didn't leave too much up the chance, and finding a spot to stand between the smoke and the molly, I think, was the key moment to make sure they had the man advantage all the way to the end. Ooh, they'll be reeling off of that first round. Such a clear mistake for Astralis. They're going to be buying in that last one and buying in this one as well. It's just Groundhog Day for them as they set up for another B hit. Flashes are really good.
Yeah, right to it. PR barely working with any vision. It's Jabbi and Fuzi to come through with the triple. Fast sequence for Astralis, man disadvantage for GamerLegion to face, but I love this sly reposition out of Rez. Back turn to him on top of it.
This could be perfect. Rez
could be.
Oh, he's just on the edge of the smoke. He's not looking correctly.
But Stair finds timing on it. Shoves a deagle to the side of his head and pushes Hypex to the 1v3 clutch instead.
Hypex, I think, just a day ago, came in to his last match as the most clutch player so far at the event. He was really racking them up. Now, this one's a hard sell, but I think it's definitely possible that some mistakes get made. Astralis have so much time to work with. Already seen them blunder once. They would love to have a smoke, but they still have enough utility to get this bomb down guaranteed. Oh, there it is.
Hypex playing in his first arena matchup. You know, wanted to bring up Krakow and the shortcomings to Astralis last time around. Well, now we've got that bit of an asterisk above his head.
Not spotted, actually.
Yeah, clean first one.
Oh, and
doesn't get
played.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Hooksy's got it this time. Hooksy's not going to let this one slip out of their hands. Astralis, it is the third round that they put on the scoreboard.
They would have loved for that just to be clean, having 3 players up. They'll take the round win in the end. And I'm sure they've accumulated some salt after how those first 2 have gone.
That was really the play that could have made everything happen there. Rez walking through that smoke, it felt like he was gonna, I mean, he had a great idea. It felt like he had the good timing, but it's just the position of which he comes out looking does him no good. And so shortcomings here for GamerLegion immediately in round 4. Off and a FAMAS in hand. Pistols for the other trio of players.
You see that Hypex damage actually mattering here. 3 Galils are in play for the T side.
All right, trying to get tricky with it already. I mean, make the most of the little you have.
A good gimmick can win you around.
Just a little witchcraft.
And Hypex actually still, he hasn't revealed his presence so far with this op.
We hit 45 seconds. Astralis playing with no map control outside of what they're sitting on. Open lines. I mean, this is that kind of classic comfort zone that you feel like you're starting to establish, and then all of a sudden, GamerLegion are on top of you. So you're going to have to be careful if you're here at 35 seconds. Unfortunate unscope here for Hypex. Rez's pistol still in a dangerous spot, and it's that shadow advantage that really cues him up for the clean one. Bomb gets grabbed right back, and PR's Desert Eagle leaves a little to be desired there. So Astralis, they put that slow squeeze on the bomb site, but it bends, and then it breaks. GamerLegion, again, awkward little bit of timing there with the unscope, and Rez only able to get it 1 with the 5-7.
Yeah, it was just such an important moment. When Hypex, he revealed his presence, it also just needed to be a kill. And he was sort of between 2 ideas, whether he was going to peek on the outside of bathrooms or the inside, and he had a teammate to get a 5-7 kill, but they just became hyper aware of his spot, the threat of the op, and that all just worked against him. So, not bad spots. And it's not like they were just playing in bathrooms without someone watching long. But Astralis were super careful about how much map control they took, without showing themselves either. So, game gets tied up.
Terrorists win.
Three fast rounds followed by a slow play here called by Hooksy.
The trade-off is, Mo, they never found that floating FAMAS.
That's right. Yeah, 1000 could keep that.
Try to pull that one out of the hat in a later round, or just try to time this boost to perfection. Again, when you're playing with so little, it's got to happen here, and it's the perfect time to pounce. FAMAS finding Ryu blind. Oh, and all of a sudden, Desert Eagle headshot comes out from the B site too. And all of a sudden, Astralis aren't going to be afraid of this, but rather come running right at it. Hooksy wants blood. Sure, there could be a FAMAS out here on the field, but he knows damn well everything around it has to be weak.
He really wants them to try to retake B, so it seems like he's trying to pull off. They have Fuzi watching this line. And the swing will come. Oh, but no shot in. 3 go for it. 2 get away.
A lot of bodies confirmed. GamerLegion kind of stuck in this position for a second. They're going to assume that because they've all been spotted, there's going to be an Astralis scramble over to the A site, which may or may not be true.
Yeah, they're selling into this fake. It's really smart here.
Stare with the double flash. Bomb carrier, solo. Would have been very dangerous had he ran into anybody, right? There was a 4th piece of GamerLegion unconfirmed in that situation. God forbid they lose the bomb possession. but it's not gonna boil down to that. We hit 35 seconds utility over the top.
Yo!
Rez with the WSP dink onto Hooksy.
You're kidding.
He keeps the numbers advantage here for GamerLegion. What a robbery of a round this would be, could be still. FAMAS creeping up that ramp and Stare switching to a grenade in that moment. This FAMAS wants to get going. Pistol should set it up, but instead it takes its dry duel, and towson finds himself slain. Fuzi's gonna gain control of the situation. They've got Hypex revealing himself with that USP, and all is good in the end of the round for Astralis. Sketchy one, considering how little there was to work with, and props to GamerLegion making the most of a single idea with that flashed FAMAS peek into short.
That was a great tactic to use the verticality on this map to find your opening kill, and yeah, to make the most of how often do you see one FAMAS and 4 USBs. Crazy that Rez gets this frag. He knows he's going to get cleared if they come out monster. They saw the triple swing. They're assuming that everybody had escaped at the same time. So I think they kind of got the most they could get out of that round. I'm liking how Astralis are moving overall. Again, apart from that one decision from Hooksy to peek in the pistol round, they've overall looked like very confident in how they're scaling.
Ooh,
no
dirty duel to win there by jabbi.
He could die so easily. They drop 1 HE on his head. A Molotov even touches him.
It's a rough duel for Rez, who is off to a great start so far. 7-5 despite that fight right there. See what his life lost inside connector.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. 30 damage from the first nade.
Ouch.
53 from the second.
Just another great opening moves here by Astralis. Like you said, the confidence in their timing, in the change-ups, and now in that utility placement, dead on, and hard to criticize across the board. Fuzi scours the field. Would have just heard that one boost get dismantled. So in case somebody else is going for something, a little readjustment within it. We get this timing from Snacks as well towards long. Caught out by Stare, so bit of a lurk fight in this one.
We got 3 CTs coming up to the A site. They really don't have an idea of what's happening. They've just done that boost over on short to clear things out, and now they're dying over here as well. So as we get to the 30-second mark, yeah, CTs don't know it, but this round is over. The Ts are attacking the right site. Nobody's home. Timing spam will do nothing.
Astralis really just remain 2 steps ahead in these rounds, and that goes beyond what was previously the FAMAS and 4 pistols. So straight up guns in hand for GamerLegion, and unfortunate that they lose 2 duels straight up. The jabbi turn, that one's drastic. The lurk kill towards long on Snacks, unfortunate, but that's what's gonna be kind of, that's the deal you're gonna have to settle, right? It's like you're gonna find Stare doing his thing on the opposite side of the map, and that's a tough job for Snacks to try to do.
That was a nice call out because Snacks is on that 1 minute timing to go and peek that, and then he could tell his B teammates, all right, time to look alive, but he got held. And again, like all of Astralis' spots in these defaults, I'm liking them. Oh, another good kill for Hooksy. He absolutely carried Astralis in their last series. Oh.
You know, that's grueling as well, because it's 93 damage, but you know half of those bullets come spamming through the metal, like through the metal fence, through the wood. jabbi gets away with it. Props to him to keep the return fire clean, but we get a GamerLegion pause. First of map 1. Varied tempos, we've had varied targets so far for the Astralis T side, but the comfort zone I think is clearly on display in the first 6 rounds of this map. Fuzi's the 2nd highest rated Overpass player of the last 3 months, only behind Zylu.
And it's like Maui said, so well supported to go and look for a lot of opening duels. So many boosts in floors, so many smokes getting broken open for Fuzi. Hopping really isn't a job done alone. How many impressive kills can GamerLegion get with just pistols?
Again, that one loop. See ya. Beautiful tap. Hypex down. One of the pistols, but not that M4, which is still unbeknownst to Astralis. And so this caution justified. When you know that GamerLegion have been up to antics in these kinds of low-buy rounds, I think it makes total sense to see this sort of a starting move by Astralis, this lean back in anticipation of something. What they don't know yet, but something's afoot. And at 45 seconds, they're eventually going to find this out. Stair stomps his way off Marty. That queues up Rez for impact inside bathrooms, but his untradeable duel up front versus Stair goes south. 5v3, and he tries to kick it into gear a bit, but just meets Snacks' Desert Eagle. Curiously now, Fuzi could get cut off by that Deagle shot, but instead PR, unable to collect the kill, now has an Opper peeking into him, which you think would be his end. Instead, the bomb site starts to get surrounded, and these Deagle kills continue to come through. They still don't know about this M4. And so Towson collects his, and we've got Hooksy back to another clutch. Denied. That is 4 pistols and an M4 not seen until the 4th kill needed. Always up to antics, our GamerLegion.
Yeah, definitely. And that was a choice to go ahead for Fuzi to try to peek into the Opper. Obviously, he felt he had a huge advantage. He probably did. But it was an instant headshot. He could have held back. A couple of decisions here, and a couple of great Deagle kills for Snacks, of course. All this while being 4v5.
This duel, I mean,
yeah,
it's a bit outrageous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great shot. I mean, Fuzi knows that if it's not a first bullet headshot, he gets the kill. Obviously, he has the op, but just didn't need to necessarily take it. And there's been a couple of moments like that for Astralis. So far, I think in terms of the quality of play and the rotations and the ideas, the game's not really close. But numerically, it is because of mistakes. Yeah. So Astralis are both choosing to win and lose rounds so far.
Yeah, we can pinpoint 2 mistakes. Unfortunately for Astralis, those 2 mistakes have cost them 2 rounds with it. So that'll have to be tidied up as this game goes on, or else you leave the door ajar for GamerLegion to make this interesting. But they're also going to have to show us something in their gun rounds, because we have seen examples of GamerLegion fall totally flat with rifles. Do not afford another moment like that over to Astralis.
They're kind of clearing the wrong thing sometimes. They're not aware when it's going to be a monster hit. They almost always are never playing 2 on the right side of the tunnel, so they're getting caught in a position a lot. There's a lot of fog of war for them on the map. They're picking the wrong timings on their pushes, so there's a lot left on the table unexplored right now for GamerLegion. And okay, they're going to play 3 players towards A. They think they've cleared out long, but they really haven't seen anything. It's a very passive setup. Wow, great kill.
Snacks again. Time to kill has been fantastic. Jabbi's going to find that deep angle onto Towson once more, but we're talking 20 seconds, and PR has slipped the net in the middle of all of this.
Oh, the bomb has to go.
Hooksy knows this is dangerous for him to make a move, but he feels like he's got to off that Jabbi entry. Unfortunately for Jabbi, he had let PR get beyond him, and so now we can look at a 3rd critical error here from Astralis. And at what point are these errors going to start racking up, costing them more and more rounds and putting them back onto the saves? You've got 2 players surviving. Jabbi dies after time. That's tragic. And there's not a ton of cash left over for Astralis. Honestly, the winds of change start to blow towards GamerLegion as they finally find 2 more consecutive round wins.
Yeah, it's less so a clear mistake in this round, more so really nice move from GamerLegion. Obviously, Snacks picks his angle. They're in this passive setup. There is no appropriate flash on the site for the scaling, but because they weren't cleared on long, he thought he could just go ahead and swing it. But Snacks is sharp right now. Hit those 2 Deagle shots, gets this one on the cross. And while that setup was really passive, they did all pick complementary spots. They made sure they had outside of bathrooms in control when he played on the left side of the default box there. I don't blame Astralis for trying this. I don't blame, and I want to give credit to GamerLegion for the setup. Again, because Hypex is so wide, Snacks can stand in that position. That's what gives him that easy kill. They were kind of just missing one more flashbang to disrupt that setup.
Lucy right to it. Save. Oh. Towson clipped. How many times has Towson just been toppled inside of this B site without even a chance to shoot back, whether it's the double jabby headshot back to back, and now this op pluck off. 5v4 for Astralis again. I say again, but to be honest, this is only their third successful opening duel so far this map. It feels like Towson has been that repetitive victim, so we're gonna get this clumping of Astralis and a silent move towards A.
The setup once again for GamerLegion is sort of just like, they're gonna just let what happens happen. They could walk into this, but I mean, even getting spotted here, that's only gonna speed the tease up. They see Hypex leaving his position, going across bank. They can't let him out again. He's gonna try to rotate back around, but he's gonna call for help.
Fire at his feet, smoke right behind him.
That's just the site taking over.
Yes, sir. Just neutralized by utility and utility alone. Although he does still find a deep angle, they don't have to cross.
Just that he's playing, you know, they're playing spots that are a little bit too passive for what's happening. I mean, even look at the buy here for Astralis. They don't even have the utility to go forward with a full exec.
Like you said, kind of just letting whatever happens, and then trying to play catch-up to that. But playing catch-up in a 4 versus 5 is already just going to inherently require some kind of a mistake out of Astralis. And look how far back this reposition is. 3 players all the way into the far sides of Bathroom. Boozie's going to have this bomb locked down, and yeah, no utility to cover this. So you're going to be a sitting duck for this op. Boozie with the back-to-back shots is really going to just shove GamerLegion, what's left of them, back down into the doldrums of that B bomb site. And Astralis will find themselves back in the lead. And not even, damn, GamerLegion gets swept away by the bomb on top of that. Tell me, what was that worth?
No, it wasn't worth anything. I'm just seeing so much discomfort for them right now. It's actually kind of crazy that they've beaten Astralis on this map. They look totally lost at the moment. Now, we've seen GamerLegion play a lot better on some other maps, but like they shouldn't have really even tried this without a smoke. They're going in 4v5 on the retake. They've already given up the site, which was, you know, because they played just patrolling 2 angles with an op. It sort of felt like an eco where they didn't mind going back to save, but they didn't do that either. Be very embarrassing for Astralis, to be honest, to lose this map. We've already seen some mistakes that have resulted in rounds. Like GamerLegion really haven't shown us much on these rifles to, you know, make us believe that they're a serious threat.
Jabbi has also faced no real resistance in terms of trying to take this duel. How many times has he just looked into the bomb site? And
even when they lose the round, he always gets his when he walks into B.
I'm sure if I'm Astralis right now, it feels like we're doing as we please, no matter where we go. And yeah, okay, a couple of hiccups, but now you're starting to yet again tap into these consistencies. Jabbi is deep outside of this monster push already. And this scramble that comes down into the short side is going to be met by a smoke. What does Jabbi do about this now?
Blow it open.
25 seconds, PR finds Stairs' head. And now that smoke's gonna get popped open. Towson's had a chance to reposition back alongside PR, but then Hooksy steps into both of those M4s, and PR is on a quad kill. He has single-handedly shut this down. He lets Towson be nothing more than a distraction as he finds all the kills he has in ace inside of the B-bomb site like it's nothing.
No way, if Astralis actually slowed down, it might have been a different round, but instead it's PR. Basically, obviously, by himself, every single one of those kills on the defense. This smoke out on the site was massive because jabbi was over in the corner. They weren't ready for that kind of defense. This just set up a lot of good angles for PR.
Last bullet in the gun. No more magazines, no more bullets. Last shot for the ace.
Man, after Hypex misses over towards A, they have that lead for jabbi. They think this is the time to go B. One rotation might come out. I think what they really were hoping is maybe they try to re-clear Monster. They just never have done that. It's a messy start to day one of the finals here for both of these teams so far.
Deep angle by Hypex, but he just misses the clean shot. That's fine. Fuzi plays around and finds out.
That's nice and proactive. I mean, it might even get crazier. No one to stop it from doing this.
Done. On top of that, we see in the picture-in-picture the B push as well coming through. PR has slipped the net again.
They're at a minute 20, no utility at all.
Nope.
They've just got 3 rifles.
Check this out. Right there for the taking. PR backstabs jabbi. And Hypex, trying to get out of long, will eventually go down to the hands of Stare, who gets a glimpse into that A bomb site, sees more contact, grabs an op. 2v4 here for Astralis.
Still should be totally fine. They have this impending flank coming in on slow timing, just what they need. No crazy shot comes out to kick off, and Snacks tries to reposition.
Hang on, 35 seconds left. This was a 2 versus 5.
Just no more mistakes. Bomb can get planted. Anyone in CT to watch this?
Flank comes through, drops the opper. Rio with 1 kill already, 3 to go, and finds position on the sign. He's gonna look to take that long pool. Beautiful tap down, second! And the cover's right there to work with, but PR over the top, over the lip of the ledge, the same as back on the B site. Another moment to put GamerLegion on notice as a 2v5 damn near comes through.
Really incredible. I mean, very nicely done from PR. Jumps up on top of that box right away. Ryu was hot.
Starts with some freebies.
But dude, I mean, Snacks is trying to reposition onto the site off that flash. People just doing a little bit too much right here. 2-on-5 situation.
These taps.
Insane.
Just,
Oh, that's also great.
He had 5 bullets for that 1v3. Oof. And so another round where Astralis find themselves with limitations. Final round of the half. 5 on the T side of Overpass. Nothing to scoff at, but it's just the nature of some of these mistakes.
Yeah, they have to just kind of make it all right when they switch over. But in terms of their quota, it's sort of been met.
Just felt like there was a whole lot more possibility for Astralis in this first 12 rounds of play.
And Hypex really doesn't get support. He's been playing A, even when he tried to back up from long that last round and got killed. I feel for him. He's been going out there to try to be proactive. Whether he gets a shot off or not, he should always have a way to get out, whether it's someone flashing for him, but it's almost always him trying to find utility for himself. Just pick a new position to fight from.
Doesn't pull the trigger, but Rez, that looked like full blind. Connects onto Stare, missed off chance by Hypex, down to 3 HP. Pistol's gonna best him. Desert Eagle out from long, only the MP9 left up, and GamerLegion's players on side just can't get the job done. And so Astralis kick down the door, plant this bomb for the bathrooms, and will look to tie up the T side of their map pick. We got PR and Towson alive and fighting. We've seen PR's capabilities back down on that B site, so now retake inbound, and he's gonna have to do it entirely on his own. Still a pistol out there on the field for jabbi, but everybody else locked in on this angle, and so Astralis will tiptoe their way through this T side, this minefield of mistakes that they still get through with half the rounds won.
Hey guys, I'm Frozen. This is Fosi from Astralis. This is Apex. And I'm gonna read some of your bad comments. Here we are.
Peak Vitality will get demolished by Prem Navi 2021. My only answer will be a big lol.
SMB75 says, never take your VRS point for granted, plan ahead. Words of wisdom, my man, words of wisdom.
KR Jam says, poor Stare and Hooksy. Rooting for them though, maybe it will work.
What is this? Twist NA Nico. You mean like he's the GOAT? I agree, man.
Sport. What the fuck is that name? Can't wait for a shift in teams. Vitality is so good, it's boring. It's good. I like that.
Zaylar says, he needs to stop fucking hoping. He can't hit a bar to save his life. He positions like a headless chicken, screaming on how bad his eye test is as an oper. Maybe we need a Zaylar in the team. Maybe Zaylar sounds like a good oper.
Oh, here we go, HLTV. It's always the best on HLTV. This is why Simple is better. Even when he was dominating with Navi, at least it was entertaining. Simple can be better for your head, but that was still the GOAT.
There are no good IGLs available now. Hooksy is free, good IGLs. That's just mean.
Immediate call 7981 says, let's just hope the shitty org fades off instead of getting a new team and it'll be a dream come true. Hey man.
Sandals, also from Finland, says, Hooksy retire already, you bum. What is all this Hooksy flame?
Chips 1709 says, Brokey, Hooksy will overtake you in rating, bro. Lock the fucking. You guys need to stop caring about the fucking rating, man, honestly. Shut the fuck up.
Enthusiasm West 4481 says, a Swede in Astralis. It's over. That's how we felt when Device came to NIP, you know, so I'm just giving them the treatment back.
Aware Cartographer 46. That's a sick name. We are witnessing the funeral phase. Hello, man.
Fun fact, 4 out of 5 Vitality members have the letter Z in the surname, representing the organization B theming. Apex is not included because bees have short life spans and don't usually live too thoroughly. That's actually fun.
X-Blow from Finland, a fan of PC game, says Astralis downfall continues and I'm all here for it.
Vitality is normal. Okay, makes sense. Can't believe they made Apex keep playing at 50 years old, elder abuse emo. I'm actually 33. I still have great years ahead of me, so fuck off.
This was mostly like Hooksy Flame.
You can think whatever you want, it's okay.
Bro, I'm surprised how good these people are on HLTV, you know? Like, we should just take a few of you guys to fix every problem we have.
I don't think that's going to be the proudest Astralis have ever been of a T side, but 6 rounds still the quota, swapping over to a defensive half that we know they have legs on. This should still be where the game really gets going for Astralis.
Yeah, they got what they needed to out of that. Honestly, looking back at that half, that was one of the weaker from both of these squads so far at this event. I mean, for Astralis, they actually had the potential to basically win every single round. I mean, whether it was Pistol, anti-eco, the ecos that they ended up losing. It was GamerLegion playing from behind, but they capitalized on all the mistakes. They set themselves up for a hard but still possible game. But you're going to need, players like Hypex to step up. He was slow in both of the previous maps they played when they needed him. And T-side, I mean, this one comes down to can Snacks call their way out.
All while PR will look to lead the charge and continue in, but he'll be the first to fall in the second pistol of Overpass. Fozy working around the back site. Second victim collected by Rez. He's the guy to find space inside the site. There's the triple kill for Rez now. On top of that, you've got Jabbi sitting on 19 health. Should be a dead man already. But Snacks somehow doesn't get away with the kill, so a little left for Jabbi to offer. Not long for this world. Rez collects his 4th, and that there is him queued up for the ace.
Yeah, go hunt this one down, Rez. Oh.
Ryu's gonna deny it and then leave. Come back around for second servings where Towson will enact revenge. Give him a quick tap, and that'll be GamerLegion, T-side pistol victory, and a lead on Overpass.
I mean, good for them. And you look at this lineup and you go, yeah, they have great pistol and players. Like, there's so much potential for that. Lovely round out of Rez. Obviously, I could say them, and it's just Rez getting every single kill. But he sort of epitomizes the style of play. When you look at Towson and you look at PR, they all kind of play similarly.
Just calm down, because I think it's been very hectic this season. Yeah, just how we like it. The good thing is you're fucking shooting hard, boys.
I think that is true. Like they've caught themselves opportunity. We've seen the one taps out of jabbi when he walked into the B site when Ryu almost got that 1-on-3.
That guy's so proud of himself. Snacks gonna collect the opening one on long, and you know, I love these Hooksy listen-ins we've had in the last week or so. Like sometimes just keeping it incredibly real. I think he just nailed it. Guys, calm down. P-side was crazy. Things did get exciting. Now let's settle into the CT side. You're gonna have to forego the early momentum that GamerLegion get with the pistol win, especially when they come into this one.
To be honest, the calls were great in that first half. It was actually just the micro. Ironically, though, it was also Hooksy's micro. That was an issue.
Swarmed right now. Are the CTs stuck inside the bathrooms? Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Ryu's been found out on the flank, and PR collects yet another multi-frag. This time just versus unarmored pistols, but clean rifle work keeps majority alive here for GamerLegion. They're pulling ahead on this T side. They've got tons of money in their back pockets for their efforts. Little bonus round here in this next one with an MP7 and 3 Galils still in the mix.
Yeah, up comes out right away here for Fuzi. He's maintained a pretty good scoreline. And this will be the first test. An establishing shot in the second half. Bai is not that solid, obviously, for GamerLegion. It's a map where there's tons of long angles. Galils are at a disadvantage. But a rush B, that might close the gap.
Oh, that spray's got some legs, and jabbi.
What a spray!
Clean up much better.
Oh, he chewed him up. That's incredible. Had to do that blind, too, and Ryu did as well. He got a lot of damage after that first kill. I don't mind the call here for GamerLegion. Again, you close the gap. You make Galil into an AK when you make him get that close to the site. But those are the protocols that GamerLegion didn't have to stop them in the first half. Every time they tried to come out monster, no one was protecting it. No one was swinging on the wood wall. And that's why Astralis kept overtaking the site, getting the bomb down. And we had to be critical of them for dropping those rounds.
Ryu comes through with the damage assist. It's Hooksy with the double flash assist. And just protocols in place. Shows you why we expect good things from Astralis here on Overpass. And a damn near close timing for Ryu to have to stomach. He'll be down to 22 HP at a minute 30. And the proactivity continues here for GamerLegion with this boost over top. Now they hear that stomping on short. And it's all about collecting.
I mean, they're not looking super aware of this right now. But it's going to come down to Hooksy. He's going to walk up the headshot or stay down there. I don't think he needs to.
They really were hoping that jabbi falling back from short was going to take a peek from pillar.
Oh.
jabbi then spots the side of PR as he's preoccupied with Hooksy's retreat. Nate comes over. Good on them to have dismantled that boost, but the wallbang's good for 87.
It's a lot of damage. And I think they even hit Ryu with an HE on top of the spam earlier. Look at this re-smoke in. That's a creative way to use two players who are low.
Really like this. Astralis try to lean back. Minimize risks, but then
Oh, he
Snare
took a dink.
sent into the duel versus Rez, so...
But they're going to come back to the B side. Look at all the CTs here waiting. And there's no reason to disassemble, especially considering how low they are. Neither of them holding utility either. This might not be a done deal for GamerLegion.
Molly into smoke still for the execute. Towson taking onto his missed off shot. That's going to be Fuzi dead.
No!
There goes Ryu off the top of the boost. jabbi's down behind them. And Rez saves it from his 11 HP. That headshot outside of bathrooms that could have made a difference winds up being the clear of the B bomb site for GamerLegion's 9.
This is like pure salt-inducing if you're Astralis. The amount of players in the right spot that could have got the kill. Fuzi off the left side of the pillar. Then boosted up, had a few seconds to get that spray off. Inside of the pit, Rez denying a second kill. Looks impossible, and it's him with the triple. Already providing so much value to the second half. Then they walked into the stack over on the B site. I mean, Astralis, they play that again. I think they would do the exact same thing. They just pray that they actually hit their shots. I'll call it genius when I see it, but for now, I just see Astralis just fumbling all these easy moments throughout this game.
It's one thing if it happens once or twice, but now we're talking about a GamerLegion 9-7 lead. A CT economy that's going to betray Astralis in this one, either in the form of lackluster guns or low utility. So a totally justified chance to take a second timeout here, Astralis. Worrying signs early on the Astralis CT half. And we go back in.
The one great kill, I think, for sure was here. Flash dodge, instant headshots. There hits him in the head, too.
Yep.
That's just a powerhouse that Rez is right now. And again, denying the second kill, insane turnaround. I mean, yeah, crazy.
Remember, that's a player back turns 11 HP.
11 HP.
Not one bullet from jabbi lands to the back. Sign me up.
Yeah, let's just remove them both.
Listen, you're gonna need all the reps you can get on this stage ahead of the game versus Vitality tomorrow. Enjoy it while you can. Oh, creativity pays off.
It's a big find.
It's a gun to be grabbed as this is not retrievable by GamerLegion. We take a huge risk by Hypex. I mean, he's the bomb.
But
here.
yeah, he's got to watch it.
He's got the bomb range.
I mean,
he
he's
can't
in a
move.
great spot.
There we go.
He's
Rewarded.
Lots of time left on the clock. Try to make bad go to worse, but a little too early.
Now, if you're Astralis, you got to come up with some kind of other idea, right? The first one was that 5-7 boost. You get your kill, you grab a gun off of it, put it in Stair's hand, and have him reposition. That's great and all, but it still relies on GamerLegion coming this way, and the rumblings of this long presence probably going to keep Astralis preoccupied in the wrong direction. We can tell by the map, jabbi's going to have his hands full soon. Fuzi could go and find this out, right? If he finds this fight towards the front of bathrooms, you'd think, yes, that one long player is trying to lead.
Oh.
That's going to indicate B bomb site. So now, jabbi, keep your eyes on the prize. Stare at your shoes, brother.
Is he going to do the pop-up?
How long does this go unnoticed? Not much longer. Rez again turns and clears. AK in hand for Fuzi and Stare, and over top of the wall, it is Rez to save it once more. Still fighting with 100 HP. Health advantage here for the side of GamerLegion. We've got PR collecting headshots on Hooksy, so it's a late scramble down by Fuzi. 12-9 is his score at the moment. Daunting retake attempt, has the kit to do it, but then gets blindsided by Rez alongside the wall. Between Rez and PR right now, GamerLegion's firepower is enough.
That's his third, I think, multi so far this half. He had an incredible, it's an incredible T-side from Rez, just straight up. 1 second away from turning around, and that's not going anywhere. Rez, if he doesn't have the awareness to clear this, get that headshot, has to be so precise from him. And everything is going correctly right now for Rez. This is real amazing stuff. Astralis gonna totally fall apart. Have there just been too many close calls that aren't going their way? The more that happens, the harder it gets to contextualize each situation and tell yourself to keep believing. Here's another opportunity for a free kill.
Sir, well positioned, jabbi pops up, element of surprise pays off. And that's one, but not two players on short.
But Rez not worried about this.
Ryan's gonna go and get away with it. This time Rez can't turn fast enough. Scrambled down though, and there are lurks on both sides of this site. Snacks collecting one to step forward, you'd think would be his end. Stair tries to cue this up. Fuzi walking into this angle. Oh! Gets blasted off of it by Snacks. 3 versus 1, post-plant advantage, and a daunting retake ahead for Stair.
Oh, this is just from disaster to nightmare here for Astralis. I'm still holding out hope that they can actually close this game out, but now it just feels like no. They are starting to just fully crack The shots are coming in from the other side. There's more and more heroes appearing here for GamerLegion. Rez is on 20 kills. Getting the 6 rounds they did in the first half is one thing. Having a closeout on T side is another. There's going to be a lot of egg on Astralis' face after this.
That Snacks push into Graffiti is just worth its weight in gold.
Opper down.
Yep. How many times? That's at least twice. This poor guy's been blasted off his angle. PTSD from that Desert Eagle kill earlier.
And now we go back to that pistol round decision. You see the gap here.
Oh no.
How it was just all supposed to be fine anyways. Oof.
Guys, stop fucking doubting and commit to things. We cannot keep saying 3 times in one round that we wanna like not do something that we are already committed to, okay? It's like, it's so annoying that we have to shut each other down all the time like this.
There's definitely blame to go around in this match.
It feels like
Some of it's just shots getting missed. Some of it is
Right.
weird decisions, but it is a lot all micro. It is all micro.
indecision could be the giant killer. Off at an MP9 out here for Astralis. This time, PR happy to take that duel. Got the advantage over most of these guns. It's just all about worrying about the AWP, but you won't find it down here on the B site. Peels back momentarily, and things go quiet.
Rez on overpass, just like the old days. He's granted his team so many chances now to lock this one up. Fuzi getting real aggro, but it's a pretty flimsy looking sight outside of this. No long control. They are gonna walk up into this, but yeah, Fuzi falls off the angle. No rotations just yet. He might want to save this off.
I don't think he'll have the chance, so has to fight tooth and nail for the bomb site. Goes down after just the one. It was a simultaneous, like, monster push going out for Astralis, and after just hearing Hooksy talk about how we don't want to have indecision creep in, that if we're gonna go for something, we'll commit to it. It's unfortunate timing that that execute comes out from GamerLegion at the exact same time. They decide to make that move forward off of B. Slows down the rotation upwards, takes even longer to get up here, and suddenly we've got Astralis with even less to say about this. And so we are looking at an incredibly flimsy CT side out of Astralis at this point. A singular round win in the third map of this CT side. That is it, that is all. And that could be damn well everything they get in the second half of play, because we've got GamerLegion establishing a 5-round lead and 5 chances to shut down their opponent's map pick.
And that's PR with an ace this game of 4K here to get to 22. 2 handsome score lines there between him and Rez so far this map. And if this game is won on individuals for GamerLegion, I don't think they care. They know they're going up against Astralis on Overpass.
100%.
They're happy to take it however they can. Wow. Yeah. And Hooksy was a hero in their last series. You can't always expect that, but
Double long play for Astralis here, potentially on the deathbed. And it feels like Rez has got the right idea to unravel this play, but met by smoke as he gets to the front of bathrooms. How ballsy is Rez feeling? At 20 and 14, it feels like risk can be taken.
yeah, they have that front sight smoke. It does get countered right at the moment he's about to push through it. So very aware, but they'll walk into this kill. And this could be the beginning of the end. A curtain call here for Astralis on Overpass. A 5v4, and they're about to find another.
Yeah, blindsided by Snacks, who decides to just double back and clear it. And so when we go back to the first half and we identify a couple of key mistakes that let the game get away from Astralis, never did we calculate a totally flat second half. And so maybe there is still something of a resurgence as this distraction from behind Dice bodes well for the player on Optimus. Jabbi strikes. That's res down empty-handed. PR's out of this one too. And so Astralis will keep on fighting. Towson 1v3, still yet to get that duel. It's a 3v5 pieced together by an A defense that I was ready to write off.
Yeah, it felt like in this moment, this was going to be the last round. So many kills coming out in favor of GamerLegion. They had the setup to do it. They couldn't finish off those last couple of kills. A sign of life here for Astralis after a couple of flashes get missed towards long. Guards come down. And things for once finally go their way.
Quicker play to this one. GamerLegion looking to pounce to try to finish. Blood in the water. And they want to slit throats. PR. Quick decapitation of the player on the barrels, double nade to open smoke. They found you! And they've shut it down once again. It's an arrival from heaven out of Stair that does look to set up this retake already. Nade onto the bomb planter, dropping Hypex down to 65. This is still doable, because it has to be do or die right here, right now, for Astralis' map pick of Overpass. Would have spotted the player to the close left, wants to deal with it off of the flashbang. Here they both come. Boozy's done for. Stare in the mud will be slain by Hypex. And GamerLegion sees an opportunity given over to them as Astralis' errors are costly in the quarters. Thank you guys for showing up on a Friday evening. I know you all came for FaZe, but you guys stuck around to see which of these teams dies tonight and which of these teams dies tomorrow when they're inevitably up versus Vitality. No pressure in tomorrow's matchup, but big pressure now for GamerLegion. End it here, end it now, finish on your map pick.
They got a gift when it came to Overpass. So many mistakes came into that. You know the team talk at the end of it for Astralis was ugly. I'm positive that Hooksy had some choice words for his teammates, leaving that last one. Because they know Inferno's not going to be easy. And again, the strong pistolers here on GamerLegion are going to show up. But with this move, actually, 3 players are going to be ready on the B site. A actually looks like the better spot to go.
Clean, as Hypex just around the edge of the wall gets tapped out of this one. Sure, you've got a bit of coffin play. What are you gonna do here? I mean, you've got this bomb site in front of you stacked up.
Yeah, this is a weird one. I mean, the CTs aren't gonna be exactly comfortable. Quad is the key position.
Oh man, we threw around the word mistakes a lot back on Overpass. This is starting to get into one of those squirrely situations where something bad could happen for Astralis. There you go. Put res to rest and let it fall in place. Jabbi's flank through CT spawn's gonna give Astralis something to be hyped about. A CT pistol to try to get this game going.
This one's like, you know, less of a punish here. I mean, when the last one should have been a punish towards GamerLegion. We come on to Inferno. The stats for Astralis are also great, and that's why this was a good matchup the last time they played against each other. What was weird here, though, is I think that Towson knows there's 2 more players, even after that first kill, but they still decide to split through into them, where Hooksy catches them off guard. Touch and go in the mid-rounds, even with an opener there for GamerLegion. Well, and if Inferno couldn't get slower, you've got a tech pause.
I keep thinking back, Mohan, to PGL Bucharest when Hooksy said that being third in the VRS was cool and all, but he was expecting to get humbled once they got to IEM Rio. When the tier of competition took that step up, he kind of expected struggles to come through, and you know, we've kind of seen that since, and it made sense because it kind of fit within their expectations. But I think such a daunting loss today versus a GamerLegion with a player that's never even played on a stage before. Like, this was supposed to be Astralis' chance to get something more out of players who have been higher than they are at the moment. barring Fuzi, right, who's now trying to get like a career high momentum going, this project was starting to bode well for Astralis. Loss tonight would really put a dent in that. It would propel GamerLegion beyond them.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they'd spiral out, right? Because
Yeah,
this is supposed to,
100%.
this wouldn't even be a win that we talk about in their run, if it came to that. And the fact that they could lose and sit out the rest of this playoffs and have to look back on it and think, man, a lot of people believed in us and we were seeing a trajectory that would lead us to believe we could take bigger wins. And instead let GamerLegion tell that story. I mean, that would be disastrous for them. But still entirely possible, and wouldn't be the first upset of the tournament for GamerLegion. They have been good at punishing mistakes.
There remains active over towards the B bomb site. We've got that rifle advantage in hand for the defense. A little bit of utility to try to section off the pack, but GamerLegion are gonna be brave, try to charge through it, and they'll pay the price. Stare and Fozy just melt them at the top of Banana. No bomb plant, no nothing here for GamerLegion, barring that singular kill. And that was some momentum behind it with the buy. So now they're gonna have to take a knee, give over this 3-0 start. We could see some confidence from Astralis, that M4 peak down through the deep T smoke. You're just pressing yourself into a risky spot, but one that Stare is happy to step into, clearly.
Snacks comes in with an AK on this round. They've got no utility
Interesting.
to work with. Yeah.
I mean, I would be more critical.
Reds dropped that.
Yep.
He armored up. Hero AK for Snacks, straight up.
5th time Snacks is playing against Astralis in North America. 1-3,
Wow.
0-1 in major finals.
Yeah, shout out to Atlanta. And then I think one of the others would have been the Clash for Cash, excuse
Yep,
me, when they
yep.
played against Astralis. It was supposed to be Prime Virtus Pro, but they had already fallen off at that point.
Hey, man.
It was not easy back then.
Listen,
to try to take him out.
I think Counter-Strike needs a retiree league. Let all the old dogs still duke it out.
I don't know. Oh, Hero AK.
That's the one.
Yes, working out a little bit here.
We go back to Overpass. A couple of these buys worked out for GamerLegion.
Whoa, Hero AK, it comes in again. Snacks on 10 HP, but he's almost finished the whole job. I mean, there's weak guns. They picked him up. No armor to work with.
Ah, the lineup. He commits. Could have just been the two
That's
and
a third
gets back
kill.
into the cover. Snacks instead able to trade that one with 10 HP. Rez invested in his leader. Puts the Kalashnikov to work. And will force an awkward moment here for Astralis. They await Hooksy's arrival for the retake. There's no kit on the 2 players still standing. No deaths inside the bomb site either. That AK hits the ground. M4 for PR still. Towson's MP9 also picked up. It was over towards balcony that kit remains. Time is ticking. MP9 from the back of the site strikes. Gonna need to be the 10-second defuse. Gets on top of it.
And he should be just totally fine here. Hooksy will pull out this clutch. And it really is just to deny that. Whoa, okay. Just to deny that buy from Snacks on the AK. But he got what he was looking for. That was the best case situation. A bomb plan is pretty huge for that one investment. But still, Astralis win the round.
Makes up for going into the force buy last round and walking away with 1 kill, no plant. Just charges him down. I mean, the bravery to jump onto that center box.
But he actually knew he couldn't play any time games.
Yeah,
and just go around.
Exactly. Get it done. If that guy crouches behind the boxes, you try to go around, or if he swings to the other side, yeah, no, don't play games. Shove the barrel down his throat, get on bomb, get the job done, go up 3-0 here for the CT start.
Got some GamerLegion fans in the house. Do they pay them?
Name 5 GamerLegion players. Bet you can't. Everybody with guns in hands. The threat is now real. Nicely placed grenade. Although we've seen Rez do work with less HP than this. PR, nice slice down into the short side, but this was a triple CT stack. They forego the pit control in order to have this setup. And if Towson doesn't give them anything to shoot at, oh, He goes in, wins the duel. And now they found out this third piece. Bomb is all the way in the back corner of this bomb site. And we already have Astralis breathing down GamerLegion's next to get this retake going.
Oh, crazy.
Fuzi goes down to Rez. We get the push in through Ryu. And now as he looks to get the player off the graveyard, it's his 2 kills in this retake. His 2 kills alone.
Dude, how you gonna find Snacks? He is in the perfect spot to really delay. And Ryu has to wait these smokes out. 46 HP and 3 kills, and he comes in to clear this. Here's a push. Oh, Snacks nearly gives him a chance to win.
Snacks still a master in those moments. Plays the clock perfectly. You start to see that bit of pressure slip through, needing to cross back over into the bomb site. I think it's the multiple smokes on top of it that really lets Snacks get away with any sort of reposition. And just that, you know, ghostly idea that Snacks could be anywhere.
And it was super solid. I mean, Ryu also gets himself in the spot by taking a risk. He throws a flash, tries to get in the big pit inside of all of these smokes. It's a crazy move, actually works out pretty well. But finally an answer here for GamerLegion. Astralis into a first stack. Rugged needed silence while he drank his water.
Relax, guys. Relax.
First series for Snacks in an arena for over a year. I mean, Twisted the same. He said Twisted 2 years, I think, since he played in America.
Since playoffs in an NA.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what playing on Liquid will do to a guy.
Well, look at that 1v1 grants GamerLegion. There are 3 MP9s here for Astralis. Grenades are a little bit low. No kits at all. We've seen a high frequency of bomb plants.
It's a 3-layer defense for Astralis here. Frees up that second MP9 to swing out. Nice nade placement. PR is going to try to test the waters. Gets down into the pit at least. This is still a man disadvantage to fight back from. Fuzi, wild blind.
Ate that.
Damn, finds that headshot. That's a bit of a wild spray down, but he collects it as he collects it. And right now, Bomb's still on the ground. Towson tagged down to 50. And that just makes the odds of him winning this 1 versus 3 evaporate. Incendiary is really going to send a message. You will find no space for free here, brother.
And that's the thing. I mean, Hooksy calls his setup, you know, this G2 mid setup where they're all playing close.
Yeah, nicely done with the smoke.
Get it. Surely it won't matter, but they do have
on.
to race him back to the B site. He doesn't have a smoke for the cross. So he'll have to duel this or...
Fight versus Stare at least. Him versus Stare, that's it, that's all. A little awkward on the climb up. That Incendiary on the other side. You can try to commit to this. Money's money. And he's got it. They have to forego it. Towson now, hands-free, back on the AK. Stare still hasn't pushed beyond Coffin, and we get Towson creeping back into the corner of Banana.
Wow, he actually got totally off the site, but they either think that he pushed CT. They must know he's here now.
Surely not.
There's just nowhere else he could have gotten off to except Banana.
But which of these corners does he peek out from? That's the question, and he doesn't fight just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Hooksy's gonna keep that MP9 Preston on the corner. All's good. All that really is
They had full vision on quad. They know no one's oranges. They know no one's pushed CT, so.
It's money in GamerLegion's pockets. That's it, that's all.
The most important round of the game, I swear to God.
Most important round of the game. But yeah, the setup that he calls, considering they have no kits, is kind of perfect. And you can always see the thought behind the setup when it comes to Hooksy. Like, I like that it matches what was called for. That was a scary one. They barely survived. Not the trades they were looking for. It was a nice 2K from Hypex, but that's about it.
You unleash PR, the headshots can come rolling through, but nobody steps into that duel. He'll find some free space instead, but I say free. This is a very much defended bomb site by Astralis. Ozzy about to move over. He's chucking grenades in the meantime. As he turns attention back to short, he's actually the guy that gets clipped first. Oh,
Yo, he's
snap.
flying.
Falling from the sky, collects one. jabbi all of a sudden peeks into a sea of T's.
What a call here.
And that is just a shredded defense, which was stacked only moments ago.
And they didn't give him enough notice to start pre-nading everything to make sure that they had halls protected. So Astralis really get caught off guard in this position. It's a very clean victory from GamerLegion. A nice contact explode. Just the right amount of utility, right amount of presence, and highlighting their aim, which is, you know, really what they want to do and what helped them win on Overpass just a map ago. So HooXi, with his full kit of utility, is just going to recede back into spawn. I think they'll be perfectly comfortable letting him live in this spot.
Not gonna lie, that's not how I saw that one unfolding.
No.
But Fuzi stepping back into the crosshair of PR. I mean, PR was given a lot of space on short, right?
Definitely. And I mean, they're playing mini, obviously, instead of big pit.
Look
that would have been... no one to really stop them from jumping out of halls. They were just in transition, into trying to get comfortable within the moto smoke, on the site, and then I think they would have felt a little bit better. So perfect timing there for GamerLegion.
It's got the makings of Overpass again, just in that, like, you've had close moments that Astralis still picked up at the beginning of this half, but now GamerLegion are creeping back in numerically. That one impactful as well in terms of building up some cash. There's just gold to lean on for GamerLegion if this one goes south.
Getting kind of shades of nip when it comes to Astralis, at least when we saw Overpass, where we've seen how good they can play. They just didn't show any of it in the last map. And when you hear the interviews about our performance when it's on stage under pressure or whatever, that is just not there. You know, that just could have been a real off map. But they have it all to prove now in the series. They still have lots of time to be able to close this out. Just a touch nervous for them based on what we saw.
And then also in the back of your minds is just remembering that Astralis, once they switched sides over on Overpass, fell entirely flat, right? Like, they just flopped out of that game.
Oh, yeah.
And so stay glued to the screen, because at a moment's notice, GamerLegion may break back into this. One map in their back pocket, a map they're not supposed to win. And now their pick to set them apart in the battle of the underdogs. All for a chance to swing at the Kings tomorrow. I think Vitality are sat back in the hotel watching that first map between these teams and just licking their chops at the idea of another grand finals.
Yeah, just pour me another beer, you know?
Stare activates first. Will they anticipate a second? Absolutely not. Oh, freebies! As that M4 could have actually come into the engagement as well. Fuzi decides to fall back. Ryu takes it all into his own responsibility. And this is interesting. jabbi's pushed up through the apartment.
But surely goes second window, right? No, he's actually got this cut off from Boiler.
There we go.
There is time to clear this, and Rez is making a little bit of noise, but surely he gets cut off. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. jabbi locks it in, bomb hits the ground. Snax can do nothing about retrieving this. Sure, he'll reveal himself to HooXi, but that's a 5-7 to the, wayside. And that'll be GamerLegion, foregoing a fifth.
Well, it's a great play. I mean, obviously, it's the fact that they didn't clear logs right there with a second player, but a hard position to read. Who doubles up in that position? There hasn't been a lot of that early sort of banana back and forth that we're used to seeing on this map. They've been really spreading the love on the attacks.
You're going to be kicking yourselves for not clearing that. You lose the round to an MP9.
Yeah.
What you shooting at? Yo, where are the Astralis fans at? Oh. Back in Denmark, I guess.
We can do a GamerLegion chant, right?
Never in all my
Love
days.
it. The fans are up for grabs here. You just got to show some good rounds.
Flash through to fast challenge into short. This is a lot of bodies coming at the short side. Jabbi meant to have his hands full. Oh, the wall bang from Rez. Clinical shot, pit peek denied. 5v3 made comfortable as GamerLegion just forego antics. They keep that one simple. 3 players up mid, challenge down the smoke. 1 player joins them through boiler to make sure they can't get sidelined. And then everybody's ready to just steamroll this site, and it goes to perfection.
What's crazy, again, is just like the way that they're not even participating in Banana. When they played against Furia the other day, Furia was just hitting them with every single grenade. It was just so brutal. No matter where they would try to start, it was every timing was perfect for Furia. Obviously, that's high-level Inferno, high-level timings. A lot of, obviously, great HEs they could use, and Furia can do that to Vitality. They could do that to anybody, right? But right now, GamerLegion is saying, screw all that. Let's try the A side. No one likes to go A on our attacks. We've got the entry fraggers to pull it off. They're calling it fast and simple, and it's working out brilliantly on these quick splits.
Oh, got a glimpse of him there. Jabbi just gives the shoulder away.
Yeah, and that sight box just made of paper. So easy to get the kill.
Right, just stuck as well. Kind of fire at his feet, smoke to his left, eats a flashbang as he finally goes for his challenge. So the utility sequencing there just dooms him. And now we will get a bit of a challenge going over towards Banana. This is something that you said we haven't really had a back and forth for. Well, right now, bodies for GamerLegion stacked up behind smoke. Stair get a glimpse of it.
They should be throwing nades at this, right? I mean, they know Snacks walk through it.
Incendiary down, Snacks goes into the challenge. Coffin player starts to chuck out flashbangs, and then Stair jumps on it at the perfect moment. You push PR down to 40 HP.
Man, they didn't even have CT smoked in this position. I don't know.
I felt like that
kind
Molotov,
of rushed this a little
yeah,
bit.
the Molotov lands on their feet. It forces them into the duel. From that point, there's just like no more util because it's guns out looking for the fights.
Yeah, they're kind of lucky to even get that far.
Then the flashbangs to perfection. And so Astralis, I feel like that's a bit of a rope-a-dope. Kind of draw them in with that Molotov and then just feed them the flashbangs for what will be an easy 6th CT round win.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, right here, you just see all the protocols come into place.
Oh, yeah.
And it's GamerLegion are like, well, if they make one mistake, then we can go ahead and get a kill. But, oh my goodness. He wouldn't do it.
Well, what's he going to do?
That guy sounded like he really meant it. I heard pain.
Just saying, there's 2 of them.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah. Okay, Thanos.
All right.
Ooh. Should we remove Inferno for cash?
They're operating alone on this. Oh, but they never suspect it. They'll try to spam back through. They think he's fallen further
Insane
back.
he still gets that kill.
Good on
Oh,
Snacks.
Stairs gonna be so angry. They still
16
tried.
HP on the escape.
The fact that he doesn't fall back, just phases it. But
Yep.
obviously, he knows the smoke's still being watched. But that's the kind of game GamerLegion are playing right now. They just want as many raw duels, any 50-50s they can find. They're happy with that. They know they've got the shooters to be able to, you know, convert a few of those, and they have proved that. It's their fast and simple plays that have been the most effective.
And then just that moment in the round where they group up into the death ball and hit this bomb site. I mean, they have actually gotten through a 4-player defended A site in the past. So this one should be chopped liver. You catch a player with a nade in hand, that one's a bit awkward. You've got jabbi in with his, and Rez is nullified. That one's shut down. Snacks 35 seconds. Picks up the bomb and is given a bit of space to at the very least secure some funds here. Molotov on his belt.
And he knows they won't peek him.
Thing is, Hooksy's got nades for days. Oh!
No
it was
way.
right there for the taking. Hooksy still stands on 60 health. Snacks can't convert the spray down. And that is a GamerLegion bomb plant, but an Astralis round win.
Again, we see all the right moves from Astralis. They make it to A in time. They have 3 players going there. It's GamerLegion. They threw one site smoke at landed front site, but Hooksy doesn't fall for it. He knows what the next move is for them after that crazy situation here at the top of Banana. But their propensity to walk through smokes, it's a real double-edged sword. Insane 2K here from Rez. Really gave them their only chance of making this close. And Astralis put together a very strong half now, 7-3.
Great lead, and unfortunately for GamerLegion, not a great buy. Single AK on Towson. We're gonna get one of those brave looks from Astralis down Banana this round. They've had different levels of aggression on this half of the map. This is just such a pain, such a thorn in the side of GamerLegion. If they have any expectations, any desire to go hit this A site, you're constantly worried about that flank down Banana, but Hooksy just drops that smoke and then decides to give back up the distance. If GamerLegion hadn't already showed us that they have the ability to crunch through a stacked A bomb site, you'd think that this stack, that Astralis lean on again, would be enough. But it always boils down to the hit. The Dickies Arena on the edge of their seats. Here it comes at 35 seconds. Not hiding it as they stomp up the short side. Into the bomb site they'll go. This time jabbi afforded space on the tall box, and that's why it's worth it. Finds himself 2 kills as he just mows down GamerLegion on the attack. A smoke grenade in the middle causes this frantic spread of the assault, and from that moment, it all comes up Astralis.
It's kind of a key test for them to pass because they have this A-site problem where the execs have been so strong for GamerLegion. They come through with so much conviction. You can see that everyone's ready to attack on the same page, even when they have to run through that site smoke. But the setup finally pays off.
Good fucking shit.
Yeah, Hooks is hyped about it. Turnaround after going 1-4 in opening duels on Overpass. There is 4-0 on Inferno, with Astralis converting each of their 5v4. So that's impact.
Free opening kill, so man advantage in the final round of the half goes to Astralis. Stair's been a real burden for GamerLegion over towards this B site, and sometimes just so freed up to make moves on his own, like that round where he fights Snacks on the half wall, doesn't fall back. So his bravery will be on display again, set up by the flashbang. 2 players peek up front. It's gonna cost Snacks his life for that duel, and then they're met by smoke as soon as they look to try to ride that momentum forward. At 44 seconds, there are still options here for GamerLegion, but they remain adamant about getting in on this bomb site, and they take damage the entire time. Hooksy leans back and just lets them come to him. Rez has got players down beneath him with 30 seconds, not even on the bomb at the moment. Things get awkward. But as they do, does that open another door here for Rez? Final 20 seconds of the half. Scoops up the bomb, and Astralis just let him have space. That tap comes through, and they recover a respectable 9-3 CT side.
Алло.
Алло, готов?
Давай.
Flash.
Второй.
Two.
Stay, go, come, stay here.
I'm pushing right side.
Nice, bro.
Left side,
One short.
Зик убил.
Еще монстр. Да.
GG, bro.
So fuck. I'm on side.
У тебя уходит слева.
Да.
Я забыл, как называется. Инфата. Monster picking, what?
Waiting, bro.
Oh, no way I have AK. I did not expect. I will play here.
Running. One more.
Bro, how does he have up? Where does he have up?
I don't know. You are dead?
Fucking shit. Nice.
Dead.
Short.
Nice.
Let's wait smoke and wait and pick short together.
Yeah.
Can flash.
Close the always.
Where's he? Picking.
Nice.
I will pre-fire here.
Bro, these guys are telling, let's die fast, they're shifting across the whole map, bro. Bro, how can I play with this guy in team, bro? I don't understand. He was big monster.
Okay. Come back. Блять, монстр! 1 HP.
Six-round lead after the half for Astralis, putting a dent in GamerLegion on their map pick, but we saw the flop that happened half to half back on map 1. And so we watch with tempered expectations here as Astralis seem to be in total control of Inferno.
We saw kind of the same.
Yeah. Fuck all this talk, guys. Just play the fucking game like we usually do. We are so much better than them. Agreed.
I'm not gonna lie, like Hooksy comes across sometimes a little bit whiny, but everything he says, I just kind of agree with it. It's just like the rounds that we saw in terms of, again, the macro and all the positions and the called rotations, couldn't really improve on that. Just some of the decision making, the commitment that he talked about, it's true. That was missing a bit. We have that now on Inferno. It's a much better look, and it's definitely not too late.
One tap out of PR. The only guy here. Not that Astralis know this just yet. Bomb floating down towards T-ramp with Hooksy. He scoops that up as PR will find the first kill of the second pistol. And then he swaps. I love that. From the USP into the dual Berettas.
There's no attack coming in. No, it's just another USP, right? I guess it should have been. It should have been dualies.
J-Raz, get on it. Yeah, okay, pair of Berettas. He gets them closer towards the coffins. Thought I was tripping.
All right, triple setup. Ooh, they see the guy up top as well, so.
Tries to go in for the tap. 2 kills come through from the setup. It's a bit late on the balcony exit.
Oh, Snax.
Snax in the middle. Oh, he knows how clean that was.
Dude, he had some good kills back on Overpass. He's 13-9 now. Definitely shooting sharp.
Is that PR 1 tap? Well, 2. That jabby exit, and Snax turns right back on it to stare. Quick flick of the wrist, and that's Astralis done for in the pistol. So they'll come through with the force by not having a bomb plant to bolster this. It is Tech 9s and some utility. With what looks like this opening gambit over towards Banana, ahead of the first frag is Stare, only taking 17 damage, tucking in onto the half wall. Hypex getting aggressive, but that Tech 9 is within the lethal range. And PR gets blasted out of this one with the Tech 9 as well. Now you've given an M4 over. Snax has been playing well, but he's gonna have to go massive as it is fire in front of Astralis. They can afford to hit the pause button here. Total control, you'd assume, in a 5v3, but things start to get stringy.
Oh, he got that?
Is the issue. Comes away with a second kill, joins forces as well with another player and heads over towards Coffin.
I don't know how he made that whole rotation totally blind, plus the spray transfer.
He's going through again, but that other M4 is going to find him. Snax maybe one step too far. It's a no-kit retake, res peek from both sides. Nicely timed by Astralis, Famas lineup. And it's a health advantage here for Fozy. And he'll get this 1v1 clutch for Astralis. Right back to winning ways and double digits secured.
One too many smoke pushes that they're willing to go with. And it was already a miracle he hit that spray transfer. Maybe it was just impressive. Snax obviously, he's really shown what he can do. He can finesse smokes really consistently, but 2 mistakes made for GamerLegion to kick off. Great positions for those Tech 9s to be in, and also strong shots being hit. You can see Hypex got really scared for a second when he missed that first little burst with his MP9. And Astralis now looking to be back in the driver's seat. Two MAC-10s coming in from the T side. Great HEs. These are very meaningful HEs, especially when it could just be a B-pop. Now Hooksy, when he gets car control, he doesn't like to turn it down. I mean, this could be a longer round that, you know, you pretend you take brackets and stuff, but oftentimes he's gonna full commit.
This is Rascal up to again. Snax comes through.
No, he got both of them.
Back-to-back headshots on the utility lineup. Stare just let his teammates die. A matter of millimeters.
He got both of them.
And there are still 2 more players set up for this. Oh, he didn't notice Rez. He didn't notice until the second bit of vision, but the flashbang finds its target. Hypex comes through. Deagle headshot collected. Posey over the top of the boxes with a double kill of his own. They've lost track of him, but he'll catch it. 3rd kill collected as he clears everybody off of the bomb site, but Towson has timing.
He's so fast.
And as he climbs up, Posey with another savior of the day. An 11th round for Astralis, not looking to make the same mistakes that cost them on Overpass.
That's a massive play. 4 kills for Fozy. An 11th round for Astralis. I can't believe they survived losing 2 on their exec. By the way, these players both lining up utility, neither getting them off. That's crazy. 2v4, 4K here for Fozy.
It's just another nail-biter moment, but this time it all comes up Astralis. Those are the sorts of rounds that were going back and forth on map 1. This time, not the case. Substantial lead and total control so far on this T side. Nothing since the pistol for GamerLegion, and they are basically right back at it. A Zeus for Snax. USPs and the rest of the pack. Blasted.
Again, he doesn't like to overthink this, and he understands when G2, when he called for G2 when they were at their best. 70% win rate on Inferno. T side, and it was just all B plays. No one's more confident in their B exec than Hooksy. Wouldn't want someone to find this skinless USP.
There we go.
Oh,
See?
AAK upgrade.
That's why you work hard, kids. Take your sweet time. Life works out. At least for a short while, then you die. Just keeping it real.
It's just one long round. That's life. Don't worry, you respawn.
Just one long overpass.
And the money, it rolls over.
Yeah.
And you even switch sides. You might even spawn in Italy.
When I die, I hope I'll go to CT side.
Yeah.
Who's ready for nuke? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's Friday night. What else we have to do?
Everyone putting in an effort here. Over on Astralis. Really making up for some lost ground back on map 1. Full control of the situation.
Try as you might to stop them from taking over Banana. It's something Astralis have been doing well. Running a bit more of a risk in this one to extend off of the site, but not sticking around for too long. Thinking about it, flirting with it. PR drops another smoke for the time being. Kind of kick the Hornet's nest. Quick climb over top of the car, see that there's nobody there, that the fallback has already happened, and it's going to be a confident reposition here for Astralis. Numbers strong out middle. You can see some indecision coming through from Rez. They're not quite clear what's coming, and that's going to put pressure on Hypex to deliver from a 5-13 score line. Now or never for Inferno.
Nice shot.
He will find Hooksy right before he's forced to fade back with fire at his feet. Sends out utility of his own, still has the support of the balcony player. And that's not going to be Towson pushed off of balcony either. So I feel like this is a confident lean on short side for the time being at 25 seconds.
They're now just trying to threaten that they could walk back to B. And it's really going to come down to if Rez sticks around over here in Library. But they're going to have to start running this down in a second. I mean, they have to go now, Astralis. 14 seconds.
Force Hypex to miss with the flashbang. Towson gives up his position. And this bomb site looking rock solid. Bozy a little late to the party, has run out of time to plant. And with B players alive, all's good. So yeah, a little slow to pull the trigger.
It's a good shot from Hypex. Hooksy steps out 1 second too early. If he had waited, there's maybe a choice there to fall back instead of stick around inside of it. But Astralis, they kind of have rounds to play with right now. Still worked the map very well here. There wasn't actually any pushes from GamerLegion to fight back for information. They weren't going for a late mid clear. They didn't have a double arch set up to punish anything inside of mid. They certainly weren't looking down Banana. If they do that too many times, they will lose.
Missed it.
Wow. PR did it. He instantly saw that. It's a great flash.
Tracks in for the double mow down. Snacks though, dangerous game to be this far up.
Yeah, very.
Trajectory of the utility is just gonna let Stair know everything he needs to jump on that one. Finds an isolated
that's bad
duel.
smoke.
Yeah,
No,
cap within
he's
it.
gotta be careful.
Stair is already recovering this round from a 3 versus 5 disadvantage. He will take to the top of Orange Box. Hypex on the hunt.
3-on-3 must be a retake, and they're still sitting on A. They aren't for sure that it's the B site right now.
PR set this round up perfectly for GamerLegion with the 5 versus 3. Couple of small missteps, costly. And GamerLegion will have very little to be proud of throughout map 2 if they can't make this retake happen. You've got Hooksy leaning back on Nubox, smokes in front of him, soon to fade. A T inside of that CT cross smoke. Hooksy will collect 1. Losing Stair in the process. Second T still yet to be found. And Hooksy may have burned out, but jabbi played this inside of the smoke. Rez gets in. Is there a kit?
He has to go get it.
Does he find it in time? Jumps on top of it, 5-second defuse, all's good. GamerLegion fight on.
Wow, it's so close, and Rez barely picks that up. If he didn't find jabbi inside that smoke right then, it was over.
Wonder if jabbi regrets playing a position where he can't support back sight.
I mean, I feel like it was pretty lucky that Rez could even get this kill. I couldn't see anything. Just a half second more, and this is over, so. Crazy close.
But just enough to keep them in it. A moment's back on Overpass as well, where we just felt like it's enough to keep you in it, so fight on. At half of the round count of Astralis, but versus Pistols this time. Problem is, there was early momentum for GamerLegion in the second round of this half before Tech9's rattled them. This would be a great time for PR to have a bit of a recovery. Incredibly flat first half of play. Eagle on Stair finally down. USP swap out force. Snacks wants into the action on cleanup duty, but a mistimed switch puts this 1v3 into the realm of possibility.
How is there always a chance? And he's sticking on the Deagle. He doesn't have head armor to work with. Whoa, shot comes in.
Goes for the plant now, just needs the money.
And he won't even get the plant.
Burned out. 5 rounds to overtime.
I want to believe there's just too many small mistakes that are happening on Banana versus almost nothing that, you know, eventually Astralis just break through on the default. But even when we go into the mid and late round, I'm not seeing the protocols in place for GamerLegion where they're really playing to win. Instead, I feel like they're a little too static, just floating a bit, hoping that the round comes to them.
You know, oddly, I think we drew that same parallel back on the CT side of Overpass. But that's where we thought they would be lost, where they should be lost, having only played it once in the last 3 months.
Oh, they definitely should have lost.
It's a bit jarring to see it occur again here on their map pick. For now, they fight on. Counter-terrorists win. That's a damning stat.
That's why Hooksy's laughing.
This would be only the 3rd time a team blows this lead, and Astralis would have done it twice. Just saying.
Math guy always finds a way to scare you. He's looking for that multi. Oh, great first kill. Full punish on the jump. All the utility landing in behind him. He doesn't touch any mollies.
Tried to keep it clean, but no trade on that one. Fuzzy back on a 1/3 of his health.
Yeah, and no one really to support his exit.
Stair sticks around, and
Apex did well from this position last time.
oof, doesn't pull the trigger.
This time they'll wait an extra
Nicely
second.
done. Snap over to the guy coming out from Boiler as well. That's a much tougher shot. And still he gets it on the fadeaway. But remember, Stair had stayed over towards Banana from the very get-go. And so he kind of toys with the idea of testing that smoke. Are they anticipating this much defense in position for GamerLegion? It is no utility for the defenders. Rez is going to be over top of that smoke.
Yeah, he's got a free kill.
I think this spells disaster. Sure enough, bomb planter stopped in his tracks. Ryu gets the recovery kill, 7 seconds. It's gonna be hands busy by Stair, but no push, no risk. Run by Rez, and now bomb planted. Ryu from the top of the orange collects another, and it's that kill back from Towson that'll make the difference. GamerLegion's comeback continues.
Here they are, putting one foot in front of the other. Trade's looking very nice here. Solid again. First kill out of PR, holding on that half wall. Just a touch more support for him in some of these spots. And we see sometimes that it's the Opera that doesn't get a lot of support. But just an escape protocol, something to help him multi even. But no flash behind him, just get what you can. Whatever you can is enough. And it allows Astralis to get to the site, get a chance to pull off a 2v3.
Missed smoke on the CT cross.
Yeah, I think it was Fuzi ran back to line that up, or Stair, excuse me. A little too quick.
One Galil on the field. Overtime suddenly starting to feel like a real possibility for GamerLegion. We can't get ahead of ourselves, and neither can they.
But I really like PR holding on car control and just playing a bit more active here. If they don't feel comfortable on one side of the map, as long as you got someone like PR who is, just entrust him with it, to be honest. Whatever it takes to not be too passive. Careful with the smokes unprotected. Okay.
Yeah, dangerous game,
But again, because he gets this, they have bottom B control. Now
Yes.
they can play more freed up on A.
Dropping another smoke in front of the apartments as well at a minute mark.
Oh, worst thing that could happen to Astralis, man. They get better by the round.
T-Smoke drops over towards the arch side. We'll see if this sudden pop-out can just ruffle the feathers of GamerLegion, cause some kind of panic, create the mistake that would unravel the entirety of this A-bomb site, like maybe letting that player pass. Ryu goes back, Rez wins the duel at a distance, fire at the feet of Towson forces him away, and Rez is going to continue to give this critical cover. Hooksy has closed the gap and managed to take control of the bomb site. 72 health, and he collects snacks. Then that library challenge, but now it's Hooksy's hands on and off.
Do they want to swing him? They can just let him plant this bomb.
15 on the clock. Into the bomb site. He's not charged down until it's at least been planted. That's a little more money made by Astralis, but at that point, Hooksy, damn well wanted that clutch.
It was, yeah, very close. So this game actually becomes 3 rounds, and now we're actually seeing GamerLegion really take advantage of the situation. I feel like they got away with a couple there, but now they're starting to make some improvements. They're fighting for a bit more space. The aim is looking pretty good. Now Astralis let go of too many chances.
Snacks has quietly climbed that scoreboard. Now 20 kills to his name. We had a lot of conversation about PR and Rez taking over Overpass. We even said back in Overpass, yeah, there's some sloppy rounds, there's some messy moments, but ultimately, in that map specifically, GamerLegion just want to take round wins as they come.
Mm-hmm.
And so you take them off of the individual levels. And as PR had struggled throughout that T side, as Rez also looked like a shell of himself from map 1, here we are, CT side, things start rolling, and you've got Snacks at the top of the board.
It's not the carry you can always count on, but absolutely once in a while.
Headsets off, Mohan, say nothing.
What's the difference between an asteroid and a meatball?
I don't know.
One is meteor.
I think we should start finding people in the crowd with lots of hair and make fun of them instead, production.
Yeah, who's got too much
Who's got the longest hair in here? If you've got long hair, put your hands up. We'll find you, and we're going to make fun of you instead. Not the ladies, though. Y'all are safe. Hair.
Hair.
Ha! Ah!
Form's got a flow.
On the top and bottom of his head.
Hair. All right, we've got through it.
Yeah, headset's back on. We can talk about the game.
Yeah.
Let's get it back underway.
The only thing now, I think, for GamerLegion, Hypex, he's got to kind of contribute a bit because he had a really bad series last series, and you know, I think there's stuff to prove. Overpass, you know, impact was there, but it wasn't super consistent. The overall output, I feel like, definitely leaving a little bit to be desired. But he really does often go unsupported.
And at least we've seen a couple of nice shots from the short to mid hold.
Yeah, that's definitely true. There are a couple of quality kills there.
But
it's just that's the only spot that's basically been played.
Emphasis on the couple.
Yeah.
It really was, too. We'll see if you'll be able to collect anything this time.
But, okay, again, they leave PR with B.
Sure.
It has worked out for information. They get the lean that they're looking for. It's a Halls play. This is exactly the setup you want versus a play like this. Hypex.
Oh, hit the ding.
Protected.
Insta shutdown on jabbi. A little bit delayed for the next ones to come out, and then they eat their flashbangs. Nice sequence. It's Hooksy in with a single kill. Stare has got the second, but we have now damaged Astralis players outnumbered within this A site. At the very least, it's still bomb in their possession with 40 seconds left.
Those are pretty incredible trades. I don't know how Rez saved that one.
Again, right?
Yeah.
Second time in the middle of all this kind of frantic, stacked A gameplay, it's Rez who's coming out as the difference maker.
Seriously.
But at 30 seconds, they hit that pause button, and the uncertainty of a rotation back to the B site has caused GamerLegion to peel a player off. It's also afforded them this double stack.
This is somehow still within reach, but a double pit setup should be
That's
the
what
end
they
of it.
needed. Towson to get a kill without taking too much damage back. Stare's gonna let his guard down, and that little pit pop-up out of Rez is enough. 2 rounds the difference.
Are they gonna do it? It was those GamerLegion chants, guys. You got them fired up. Yeah, incredible cover out of Rez. That totally saves the day with this 1K. Obviously, super solid performance here from Towson. This starts just to become so real.
Oh, he gets away with that?
Oh, somehow, man. Just wanted to make sure he had full vision.
Snacks, 30 damage off that nade.
That's just such a key player to get down, though. He was winning these rounds by staying alive on B. It wasn't necessarily even fragging. But they're not going to be quite as comfortable, I feel like, pushing down in this case. So 4v4, but PR out of the picture.
And a third rifle offered over.
And again, we know what Hooksy can do when he's got car control. If GamerLegion are going to try to go for that full lean towards B,
it's got to hit them something.
But
Hypex.
actually, an op here is kind of nice.
Full utility as well, Hypex in this moment, right? There's tons of nades still for GamerLegion to put the pressure on the clock.
He's just got to hit his shot.
Simple as that. Sometimes easier said than done. He has landed some over towards that 8-site. Well-placed nade's going to soften up 3. That primes the 3 other rifle players of GamerLegion as the round goes on. Well-timed utility in front of it. Hit the shot, and he will.
Oh, so
then
much
the
support.
util lands perfectly timed at 40 seconds. Frazzled Astralis trying to just beat their way through this B bomb site. But so much pressure by the utility to just completely cut off each and every member of Astralis.
The counter util was perfect, and they did not let PR down after he got his kill on Banana. That was the best looking hold so far. Everyone was full blind. Snacks dipping in and out of that smoke, but with the cover of a flash. Had the full right to do so. And now Astralis are on the rope. Hypex hit his shot. That's all they needed. Can't believe they actually might make the full comeback. Round 24 we go. They are winning fans live. Boozy's on a deagle.
That's that recovery for PR in the second half. In numbers.
They want him dead. They just want that out of the round so badly.
Snacks eats more nade damage this round than the last. And they get nothing in return for that bit of a risk out of GamerLegion. They'll drop a smoke at the half wall. A comeback's great and all, but it only counts when you push it to OT.
It's got to be completed.
And even that's only half points. Desert Eagle here for Fuzi. A re-aggression out of GamerLegion.
They're so tentative about it. A little lead comes into play. Snacks taking so much damage.
Here's PR.
PR again.
Once more with the opening duels in this half. Yet again, the utility damage lands and a smoke grenade in front of it. You do not have that Hypex off to bank on. Instead, it is Snacks and Rez, two of the best performing players of GamerLegion in this map, stationed on that B side.
They're trying to give jabbi an opportunity to go for a lurk, but he's not peeked out yet of Halls. He's here waiting, holding off brackets.
He's not going to find that Opera in front of him
And this
once
might
they
be
decide to go.
the final test for Hypex. As this round comes back to him, they pushed off here.
That's the bomb! That's the bomb going back!
With the shadow.
Making noise!
Snacks might want to run at this. I mean, surely he doesn't want to make noise, but my goodness, the opportunity at hand.
Now he goes! That's the bomb!
The bomb dropped!
15 seconds, they've got to come back and recover it. Somebody needs this bomb!
How are you getting this?
They're going to try to, and Snacks denies it. Perfectly timed flank.
He's won the round.
Assaults from the back end, and Astralis absolutely fumble this regulation attempt. An overtime challenge awaits them as GamerLegion has seized control of Inferno.
Man, back on Overpass. This series, it was looking like some kind of dud. Astralis somehow have blown the chance to resolve that bitterness, to actually take it to a third. The full comeback has come into place. And GamerLegion have gotten better by the round. At first, in these first few CT rounds,
yes, sir.
I feel like they barely scraped by.
Honestly, if they don't lose to the force buy at the start of the second half,
Yeah.
GamerLegion have already won this series.
Right, I mean,
but let that remain in the rear view. Focus forward on what awaits. Overtime for semifinals.
and Hypex is now hitting them all.
As every piece of GamerLegion starts to find better form in the second half, the CT side's been good for them. Hypex collects an opening kill. Stare is whittled down to 50 HP. Jabbi's gonna catch Towson. There has not been a lot of duels inside of the apartments here for Jabbi to find.
That was a crazy risk to take. They were up 5v4, and he pushed forward through that smoke. Jabbi's been lurking there. They have not really surveyed the halls at all to get that information, so a real gift. Now the final boss, though. PR, when it comes to his opening duels, is basically indomitable.
Molly, though, is gonna displace PR. Oh, he tries to dodge the flash and
Great
collect
utility.
one. And it's gonna be Astralis to try to quickly move on this, but they will have to force their way through smoke. Snacks on the other side of it. It's a lineup where he sees bodies, but Hooksy's the one to collect. A single point of health there for Hooksy as he gets his kill. And after all those rounds for GamerLegion CT half, Astralis strike first in OT.
They tried to do something a little bit different this time. They tried to play a little bit more free. The util's a little bit better on Astralis coming into Banana, but you can see a lot of this is mental. They freed up. They found the protocols to actually, build brick by brick towards solving their main problems, which was PR on Banana. Surely there's no chance of this clutch, right? No, Fuzi will get this kill, and Astralis breakthrough. First round of overtime is theirs.
Did they do too much?
I think Towson
Push inside apartment.
Towson, I think, got, I mean, they pushed through so many smokes in that first half that just makes them look like they're uncomfortable, that they're just willing to gamble every single time. Their T side was basically, we'll take what we can get. Hopefully our entering players can multi-frag. When they switched over to CT, much more disciplined, much less running through the smokes. But my goodness. This last one here, I don't know. There is some pressure on you when you win that many rounds in a row. you don't think you're going to win doing the same thing again. So I get that.
Right, change it up, shake it up, but in a 5v4?
And also, you know, does it have to be a smoke push?
In a 5v4?
Yeah, in a 5v4, does it have to be a smoke push?
Ooh, that's a nice stat line to drop down in this moment.
So they'll let it go to overtime, but they're fine there.
Very much unlike Ninjas in Pajamas. We get early damage here on Stare and Hooksy. But they'll get vision on Banana if that's what they want. Oh! Damn, both players down to 40 health off 2 frag grenades. Another smoke push, but this time at least it's supported with utility. You've got that half wall smoked off as well, and dismantling Astralis off of the half wall boost gave them enough space to try to put Hypex on the angle instead. Smokes fade, he reveals himself. They're gonna know damn well up on this B bomb site. How does that change the moves for Astralis?
I don't know, but yeah, Hypex shot at nothing. Was trying to sort of pre-fire that, and the flash wasn't effective either. That's, you know, psychologically going to change the approach, and also Hypex might be a little bit more nervous about what kind of utility is going to come his way. We saw GamerLegion doing a great job of fighting for Banana into the mid round. But this is where Astralis are most comfortable. Full car control 5v5, a little bit low, but 3 players here waiting for him.
Op still back sight.
Let's see about this exec. And Hypex is the one nade could actually matter, but he's not using it.
He's gonna stay trained in, surely with the op, lets 2 players cross, kills his counterpart, but they're already now up on top of him. He's blinded in the process. PR's repositioned, gonna get flushed out from the back of sight. Look at the damage that's been done. And the cover on the bomb plant non-existent. Snacks has slipped the net. And as he sticks inside of the corner, Stare's gonna come out to clear him. Just enough time. Bomb to go down.
And they're not ready to move on this just yet. Walking up for the retake could be a critical moment here for GamerLegion in this series.
Big move from the top performing Astralis player, but caught. All too ready was Towson.
Totally called out, and Ryu now reveals his position.
Stuck in the back of sight, wants the op to work with instead.
They're coming in for the double swing.
This flood, right? Hit him at the same time. You'd think somebody lands it, but he gets that first one.
Oh, a leg shot.
Damn near chance, but not enough. Defuse collected, game tied, 13 rounds all.
Wow, he had to clasp his hands for that one. That was a very formidable hold on the site, and the 3rd rotation to show you that they were really thinking about what Hooksy would do. Honestly, there was solid stuff in from both sides, but that little bit of damage helped out a lot.
Yeah.
Oh. Close call. That one leg shot could be the difference between a win and a loss, but it did have to be a no-scope.
Yes, sir.
There was no time for anything else.
Downside of switching over to the AWP, but almost. Doesn't often count, and certainly not in overtime. Stare plays on the edge of the smoke.
Oh, and that's what we've been missing on Banana from them. Someone to support PR on the peak. Someone from playing from Hobbit to swing off of him.
Hooksy with the clean headshot rebuttal.
Wow.
That's PR down, not given a chance to get out from behind the sandbags.
Oh, they're getting crazy.
Gonna snacks through, and it pays off.
That was so sweet because they just dropped the smoke, too. You'd think there might be a pause in the play, but no.
This is newfound and earned confidence as the CT half has gone on. This is a team that forces the issue into overtime, that has earned these kinds of moments to play ballsy. And so from pit, Towson cuts down another Fozy 1v3. And he's got bomb in his possession with 50 seconds. Towson's had enough. In the sight, 14th secured for GamerLegion.
Oh, their confidence is boiling over. I'm really liking a lot more of the moves that they're making at this point. The cameo from Rez is a beautiful idea. The shot in from Hooksy in response was also great. Wow, totally blind for that kill. And this tactic is excellent. I think we're seeing Snacks play fearless too, but also supported. They're making the smoke pushes just their signature style, but at least now they're doing it with flashbangs. Snacks on 25. So we know what worked for GamerLegion on this T side. It was the fast A plays. Immediately, though, it's quite a different round. But again, it's just not what you see often on this map. A team that's comfortable trying that.
It's been some time since they tried to tap into it, and they will find open space,
It's
unprepared.
perfect. Hooksy has no idea that this could take place.
Rez has found killer timings
wait a second.
again.
Now B, for sure,
Yep.
into play.
Yep, bomb goes back. You've got these CTs wrapped. A site is done for, doomed and dusted off. A 15th round secured by GamerLegion, surely. Mosey's missed shots, got an AK breathing down, and that is 2 map and match points secured.
Jabbi staying inside of Moto. Hooksy rotating around. They weren't ready for the speed, but that's what we saw to GamerLegion on all their A attacks. This time it feels more like a default than it does some of their pops that they've tried in the past, so. Ooh, send them home chance here at Fort Worth. Astralis have disappointed. A 2-round gap for GamerLegion in overtime. Their last timeout used.
This timing is perfection. Just even having the, possibility to reopen the B site.
Goodness. Oh my goodness, Rez.
After what we say about how they would just have such, kind of this like haphazard decision to jump on A and to pounce the stack site.
Yeah.
Totally different move. Totally different for GamerLegion in the first round of their overtime T side.
Snacks is leading on kills in this map, but
Yep.
Rez on this series, it's just been fantastic. Overpass and here.
PR one bad half here on Inferno, but we saw his opening kill stat still very successful, particularly in the second side.
And they're going right back to, again, what's worked for them.
Why not? Ryu, flash in front of him.
Flash is
into the
great.
short side, they'll go. It's a low down, jabbi down beneath. And that is his quad.
Oh, wow, what a shutdown out of Jabbi.
They try to tap back into what worked in regulation. Astralis have different ideas.
At first, the flat, blinding the guy. Full blind, top of the balcony. Oh, what a spray transfer. Damn, that's one hell of a clip out of him. Nobody's cheering, though. This is the first time in a while Astralis are playing from behind. I think there is more frustration than joy until they lock in another overtime.
Their overtime win streak as well on the line as GamerLegion, a single round from semifinals. That could have been his for the taking. Ryu up top again. Oh,
it's
PR
straight down.
snaps down, same setup, different result.
Drops the hammer on him. Fuzi up to the plate.
And that offer is gonna get pinched from the balcony side.
What?
Snacks to get the kill. He's gonna flush him out with fire. Fozy down to 20 health. Snacks still playing with his
Throwing
food.
everything at him.
Nade hits him. Up shot misses. Snacks gets there in the end.
How is he still alive?
Library player misses a chance to strike him down, and now Snacks within this bomb site, but the bomb's still got to work its way out through the apartments. Library blindside. Towson's got this. Dead to right. Snacks drops the ball. And in the 58-12-4 lead on Inferno, Astralis will drop it for only the 3rd time in CS2 history. What a fumble!